Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground is brought to you by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
It does get very, very loud and very hot. These chips and stuff that you see on the ground, they fly everywhere. So, man, I wish you got a sweater, a hooded sweater on you.
I don't.
Because you will get burned. The main thing I look for is quartz crystals in the rock. If the rock is really, really chunky and has shiny stuff on it, I don't bother with the rock. I look for a smooth-faced rock. When I'm flaming the rock, if it sparkles off like corn flakes, then it's a good rock. It can hold heat and it will not crack on me. Quartz crystals in the rock will hold heat, they'll absorb heat, keep it, and then my whole rock will split. I'm usually going with the shape of the rock. I'm not trying to force it to be something else. I go with just the plain look of it. Tell you the truth, I really don't know. It just comes naturally to me. I broke my arm like a year and a half ago, and my boss asked me if I wanted to do some flaming. I said, well, yeah, one arm, I'll do it. You know, it was just regular 3/4 slabs. And well, he put me onto it, and I did the 3/4 slabs, and then next thing you know, they wanted me, as soon as my arm healed, they asked me if I wanted to do some bird bath. I said, sure, I'll give it a try. It just came naturally. They gave me a couple boulders, and I went to work. I look at how the flame is affecting the rock itself. If the flame just splatters all over, or it gets really, really, really shiny, like the sun, well, then I know it's holding heat. If it just splatters and looks like lava, and it doesn't splatter off, it just molds on there and goes black, like charcoal. Most rocks have really big chunks of quartz crystals in them. All rocks have quartz crystals in them, but the ones that I look for, it's like they're just dusted with it. There's shiny particles in them, but it's like dust. Red rocks are pretty much the best ones to work with. It's not as hard as a blue rock. A blue rock is condensed very, very hard. This is granite too, but it's a lighter granite. It's not compressed. When the earth made the rock, it just didn't get compressed together as good, you know. It's just more lighter, I should say. I look for smooth surfaces. See, like a blue rock, they melt up like lava, and it doesn't splatter. It looks like running lava going across the rock. If you ever at a beach or something, seen a couple rocks, you see a red one and a blue one, lift them up one time. A red rock will be twice as lighter than a blue one. As you can see right here, there is quartz crystals in here, and this is probably where I'd have the most trouble in a rock. There's like white particles in here, and that's quartz crystals. If I were to draw my line down farther with my gun, it would hit those quartz crystals, and it would just turn into a big, bright mini sun. Because quartz crystals, like I said, they absorb heat, and then they want to crack the rock and just split like an egg, you know. This is a jet stick. It runs up to about 160 decibels. The flame reaches about 3,000 degrees. So yeah, it does get a little warm. We built this thing here to try to silence the noise from it and all the particles that flies off the rock and capture it so it doesn't go everywhere. Every now and then we have a bobcat coming through, and we didn't want to flame and then have it falling on them when they're going through, you know. And so yeah. But it's a pretty handy gun to have. Sounds like a mini airplane. You can see my loon and my turtle there. This loon wasn't too hard. I started somewhere right in here. I was going to make a regular little bird bath with a circle right here. Well, I got to this side of the rock, and then I figured to have a little river running through and then have another little hole somewhere in here. Well, I got to thinking, I took a step back and hey, this looks like a Minnesota state bird, a loon. So I tried to finish it up. I thought to myself, what does a loon look like swimming in the water? And so I torched its front end, and then I got up by the head and I give it its beak, and it just came out as planned. My turtle there, that was the same deal I had. I was just gonna make a regular round bird bath, and then I noticed my angles that I was dealing with. All I'd have to do was put my torch straight up and down and give her legs. It just turned out magically. It just came to me. I wasn't really trying to make a turtle. It just came naturally to me. I tell you the truth. I made hearts. I made arrowheads. Just plain objects, you know. Just my next project is probably going to be a bear. That's what I'm working on. The only part I'm worried about is the snout, because that's going to be a little tough. I see my gun. It blows so hard from the heat and stuff. It'll just rip a rock right apart, easy, no problem. I'm going to start making sketches of them. Draw out the animal so big and so wide, and then put it on a flat based rock, and then take a permanent marker and outline it. And then I can also set my jet stick to a lower decibel where it ain't blowing so hot, and when I put the flame on her, it's not taking so much off. When I crank it full blast, it will pretty much blow a hole right into a rock, no problem. Let there be light.
That glass is a really nice touch. Poetic.
Yeah, it's heated glass. I think a person called in for a rock like this. They wanted to see how it would work. So boss man told me to grab a 3-foot thick rock and try it out, you know, put a 15-inch hole in there and some heated glass, and voila. I have another one right over there, what it looks like without the glass and the fire rings and all that. The rest of my bird baths are sitting over there. I like these high points right here where a bird can stand up on top, and if he wants to jump down, let him go, you know. You got some natural landscaping for your yard. Figured, yeah, I may as well try to make a feather. So I did it. I just thought of a feather and I shaped it like one. This is 100% American made.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org. If you have segment ideas pertaining to North Central Minnesota, contact us at legacy@lptv.org. Common Ground is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund by the vote of the people on November 4th, 2008.